Welcome to the SEO.co Search Engine Optimization Podcast. Digital marketing essentials and next level tactics. From offsite and on-site optimization to persuasive selling and everything in between. You'll learn actionable tips on what it takes to outright and outrank your competition.
Welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about how you can make sure that your website is accessible and that it has a search engine presence, because there's nothing more frustrating than having a fantastic website that can't be seen by search engine crawlers and it isn't getting any organic search traffic. So I wanted to talk about some of the things that you can do to make sure that your website is accessible. First, check your robots.txt file. You can find this in your source code. This file can prevent search engine bots from crawling part or all of your site. You're going to want to make sure that it's configured properly. You can also check for any robots meta tags. These meta tags tell crawlers whether they are allowed to view a specific page. If you see a no index tag associated with the meta name robots, then you're essentially blocking that page from view. You're also going to want to check for 404s and broken links. First, log into Google Webmaster Tools. Here, you're going to want to head to crawl and then crawl errors. This should generate a list of all the site errors that the Google bots encounter, which that you can then fix with 301 redirects or proper structuring. You could also check your XML sitemap. The XML sitemap on your site is going to serve as a map for search engine bots. It should follow proper protocols and be uploaded to your Webmaster Tool accounts. You can also compare your XML sitemap to your site crawl. Are there any pages that appear in one and not the other? Double check these lists for consistency. And then you're going to want to eliminate Flash and JavaScript. Unless absolutely necessary, your site should not include Flash or JavaScript features, which are difficult for search engines to read and index, and they're sometimes incompatible with mobile devices. Next, you're going to want to look at the smaller factors that influence whether Google sees your site as authoritative or not authoritative. Evaluate your site navigation. Is your site easy to navigate? How easy is it for a user to find what they're looking for? Your pages should be vertically linked with broad categories, subcategories, and individual pages within. In a related note, how many clicks does it take to get to any page on your site? The lower the better, and you can use internal linking to lower this figure. You can also measure your site speed. Use a tool like Pingdom to see how fast your site loads. The faster it loads, the better. You can improve your site speed by fixing any hosting issues, shrinking the images on your site, and clearing out any unnecessary plugins or meta information that could slow information transfers down. Next, make sure that your site is secure. It may only give you a slight ranking boost, but it's definitely worth upgrading your site to SSL encryption. You're also going to want to fix your URLs. Each URL in your site should be short, easy to read, with words instead of numbers, and inclusive of relevant keywords. Avoid any excesses here whenever possible. Next, check for broken links. Review all of your internal links to make sure that they're all pointing to proper pages within your site. And eliminate bad redirects. 302, 307, and JavaScript redirects are inadvisable. They don't pass any value to the new page. Instead, you want to use 301 redirects. You're also going to want to test for compatibility. By now, your site should be optimized for mobile and be compatible with multiple browsers. You can check for this in Webmaster Tools or manually review your page displays by experimenting on multiple devices and browsers. And last of all, set up Google Analytics. Double check to ensure your script is installed properly and that you're pulling information for every page. I also wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about how you can improve the content factors on your website. You can review your title tags and meta tags. Each of your titles and descriptions should be unique with keywords relevant to your company. Your descriptions should also be catchy in order to improve click-through rates. You can test for improper titles and descriptions by heading to Webmaster Tools under Search Appearance and HTML Improvements. You're also going to want to ensure content on every page. Each page on your website should have at least a paragraph or two of unique, indexable content. Review your images and multimedia content. All images on your site, as well as other forms of content, should have alt tags or meta information that presents them to Google properly. Check your content for quality. This is often underestimated. Is your content valuable, easy to read, and free of spelling and grammatical errors? Any violations here could compromise your site's authority. All of these things that we've talked about today should get you going in the right direction when you're initiating or rebooting an SEO campaign for your business. Just remember that while the on-site audit is a one-time process, SEO requires months of ongoing commitment to be successful. Cleaning up these on-site errors won't immediately send you to a higher position in search engines, but it will make it easier for you to do so once you implement a long-term strategy of recurring content, off-site links, and social media activity.
Thank you for joining us on the SEO.co podcast. We appreciate your time. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show, and visit SEO.co for more resources based on today's topic, as well as access to more podcast episodes to help you improve your site's long-term SEO success.